not active and not masked and not massing games, those are not requirements in preseason. If you're inactive, or in regular season, if you're inactive in street clothes, you have to wear a mask, but not if you're playing. And there are no actives or inactives, certainly, in preseason, so that did not apply as well, Sam.
Thanks, Mort. Guys, as you know, every single decision he's made since the beginning of the season is now going to be dissected. We saw that already this week. Teddy, what do you make of the way Aaron Rodgers has handled this?
Well, throughout the course, after this broke, the whole thing, guys, was the press conference. Did he mislead people? And then there are the rules that were possibly broken. I want to address the whole press conference thing and Aaron Rodgers' use of the word immunized. I mean, if that's what he believed that he was, then I'm okay with that. I agree with him when he talks about bodily autonomy. I'm okay with that too. I listened to everything he said in that Pat McAfee podcast, okay? And what I got out of that was, it's none of your business.
Yes.
It's none of your business what I do with my body, what I put in my body, how I take care of my body. And you can't tell me what to put in my body. He did all of his research. He talked about the many doctors that he talked about. He has beliefs. Just like the other 6% of the NFL players that chose not to get vaccinated, they have their beliefs too, and we all have to respect that and back up. And everyone that thinks that I need to know if you're vaccinated or not, you shouldn't have to, man. You need to know if I can throw a touchdown pass and I'm going to get that done. That's what I'm talking about here. I have no problem with Aaron Rodgers and the way he handled that because his health is his business. Now, rules. Okay, the rules he has to follow. Rex, that's another issue now we're talking.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Brew. And that's the only issue I have. Look, your decision is your decision, okay? Aaron Rodgers can do as he pleases, just as every player and coach and everybody in the National Football League can do. But it's those rules, and you violated some rules. And the thing is, when I see that press conference, it also shows me this, though, all right, or with the Pat McAfee show. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's smarter than everybody else. All right, he's the smartest guy in the room, and rules don't apply to him. You know, but I'm Aaron Rodgers. No, you're Aaron Rodgers, and you broke some protocols, so there should be some punishment. But I don't just blame Aaron Rodgers. Okay, yes, he's guilty of breaking some protocols, but the Green Bay Packers, if you knew, then you're just as guilty as him. And you know who else is? The NFL.
Right.
And so is the NFLPA. So it's the whole lot of you right here. And to me, that's the issue.
Yeah, I think people are upset because he deceived the media at his press conference. They feel deceived. They feel lied to. But you're exactly right about the NFL and the Green Bay Packers. Like, if you know he's unvaccinated, the team, the league, the NFLPA, and you know he's testing every day, after that very first game when they lost to the Saints and he's inside at a press conference, like,
follow protocol.
Follow protocol.
Yeah, follow
or
protocol.
Green Bay Packers, like someone needs to have a mask for him after the game, like whatever it is. I mean, this is a league. We joked about it last week. You get fined $5,000 if your socks are too low. I remember the first time I got fined for socks too low, a preseason game, a fourth-string quarterback. The league has their eyes on it. You're going to tell me that they missed last year's MVP? Like, oh yeah, didn't notice his press conference. So there's enough blame to go along here. I'm just saying this. If it actually is really important that he's masked indoors, even though he's tested negative that day, if it is a rule that is worth following, then enforce the rule. If it's not a big deal, then it's not a big deal. So take your pick. Which one is it?
You know, with everything that's going on in this Rodgers situation, there's one thing that really stands out to me, and it's breaking the protocol, being able to follow the rules. Brew, you made a great point. That's his body, that's his business, and I will agree with that. But Last year, the Tennessee Titans was under investigation for them breaking protocols. And I remember how big that story was. And I think in this situation, all I'm trying to see is the National Football League holds everybody accountable. Will they hold themselves accountable knowing that Aaron Rodgers wasn't vaccinated and broke the protocol? So I'm just trying to see where do they go from here, because there's other organizations, players, and coaches around the National Football League that does follow the protocol. So I want to know, do they or don't they follow the protocol? That's a big question to answer.
I got this big thing, too, about Aaron and when he mentioned shame, okay? When they're all trying to shame us into not being vaccinated and all that. I understand that. It may feel that way because you have to be separate from other people, or you have to wear a mask from other people. You have to take a test every single day. Then you have to wait in your car before you get your result while all your vaccinated guys can go in there. That whole shame thing. Well, The whole thing about rebelling, though, with Aaron, I get that. He's like coming out like, I want to rebel. But you're not only rebelling against the NFL, but you're also rebelling against the NFLPA because these are bargained agreements. And that these are the rules. And as much as and as smart as you are, Aaron, about your research and all of this that you've done, you've got to follow the rules.
Yes.
And if you do that, this wouldn't be that big of a problem.
But Tedy, is it really a rebellion if they let it go for 8 weeks? If he's right and
That's
the
true,
NFL
too.
did
Yes,
know and they
yes.
didn't say anything, it's not like they don't see him in his post-game pressers. Everybody sees Aaron.
Is
enforce
he walking
it-
around there in the facility, Sam, doing exactly what he wants, and everybody's scared to talk to him because he's Aaron Rodgers? I hope not.
Well, he
because
said that he
the way
followed
it
the
seems.
protocol in the facility. There are ways to find out. There are cameras all over. We've seen that happen with other teams. I do feel like it's necessary to say, though, I guess sometimes I feel like what's lost in all this is, man, I'm just glad he's okay. Right? Like,
Right.
we went from the last year of just literally being worried about people dying from this to now it's a dissection of all of his decisions. I'm really glad he seems to be okay. I loved what he said about hoping it would create conversation and not necessarily condescension and condemnation, that this would be something that America and the football world would be able to just respectfully talk about it. So I appreciate y'all doing that this morning. We will get to more on what's going to happen in his absence, and that means Jordan Love gets his first start. Strange circumstances, but an interesting opportunity for the quarterback from Utah State. We will see him today. First, let's get to our
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.